If you are lacking anything in your life today, whether it's your body image, your health that you want to improve, or it is simply wanting to attract a new partner or relationship in your life, maybe you want to achieve some growth in your success or your career. No matter what is going on in your life today, if you're not happy with your current circumstances, if you are facing obstacles and blockages on your way to achieving something bigger and better, chances are that you have not evaluated your quotient of self love. Self love can open doors to success, happiness, well being, even peace in your life. How? Basically, self love is nothing but a platform. It's an important stage for you to view the world. Today, your opinion of the world is coming from your quotient of self love. If you don't love yourself, if you don't accept yourself, if you don't value your own self, chances are you are attracting people who do not value you, who do not appreciate or respect you. And then you may be wondering, is this how the world is? Is this how people should be treating me? Why is it that I am experiencing such failures in life? The important thing you need to understand is self love is a journey. Every day you get better and better at understanding yourself, and this understanding helps you appreciate yourself, value yourself, and finally love yourself. Let me ask you a simple question. Look at your closest relationships. These relationships that you most value, probably there is always trust involved in that relationship, even before there is love. Can you really love someone who you don't trust? So, trust really is a very important factor for love. Now, question is, do you trust yourself? Do you connect with your subconscious mind? Because every feeling that you're experiencing, even about yourself, is coming from your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is like a small child. This child only knows how to download information. Basically, every experience in your life is getting downloaded. Even simple things, silly things somebody may have said to you, which are not even important to you at that point in time, but it's getting inside your subconscious mind. And somewhere it is continuing to replay as memories inside your consciousness. Now, what happens is when you're trying to do something for yourself, when you're trying to achieve something, if you are not able to connect with yourself, appreciate or love yourself, chances are you will listen to that negative self talk going on within you, which is coming from negative memories sitting inside your subconscious mind. So, every time you want to do something good for yourself, you want to wake up early in the morning, you want to give up addiction to a substance which is not good for you, you want to share your life with someone, you want to attract something important for yourself, you want to have a beautiful relationship, you want to get together with someone. None of this is possible because somewhere your subconscious mind is sending you an echo, an inner voice which says, you can't. Don't try. This is not going to happen for you. This is too good for you. It's too late. It's too early. So there are so many of these echoes running in our minds all day that we are not able to take right action steps for ourselves. That is how a lack of self love is creating confusion in our life, is stopping us from taking rightful action at the right time. Solution lies in, first of all, spending time understanding your deeper needs. It is very important to go back to your past, even your early childhood, to understand what were the dominant thoughts, beliefs, opinions, and feelings that you experienced as you were growing up. So, a simple way to do this exercise is sit with yourself, take a pen and paper, ask yourself this question. What were my feelings when I was growing up? Feelings about myself, feelings about the world. If you struggle to find answers to this question, just go to your parents. Just think of them. and think of what their dominant thoughts and opinions are about life in general, about people in general. You will realize a lot of your feelings and opinions have come from them, even from elders around you, maybe your friends that you spent a lot of time with as you were growing up. So, as you do this exercise, you're able to understand that your feelings about yourself are also actually not yours. They are coming because of what you were exposed to in your early days. In fact, sometimes, even if you don't believe in the concept of past life, because everything is energy, chances are that we have also been born with these memories. We are born with tendencies, and these tendencies will continue to grow bigger and bigger unless you find a way to deal with them, to release them altogether. So, self love has to begin with spending time with yourself and giving yourself an opportunity to acknowledge whatever is going on within you and then challenging those thoughts and beliefs. For example, if a belief is that I'm not capable of doing anything good, maybe you heard this as a child. You never do anything right. You always make mistakes. And today, even if you want to do something big for yourself, there is an inner voice telling you, you can't do it. You're good for nothing. Challenge this negative voice now. Ask yourself, is this really true? What I was as a child, am I the same today? No. Today, I have grown. Today, I have achieved so much more. I'm educated. I have so much more information. I'm hardworking. I'm sincere. And there are so many opportunities available around for me. Why won't I be able to do this? So, as you challenge your negative self talk, automatically you see the subconscious mind starts to engage with these new ideas that you will give it on a daily basis. Challenging negative beliefs is a process that has to be done at least for 3 to 4 months. Every day, you can take 10 minutes and take one or two beliefs that you would like to challenge. As you do this exercise on a daily basis, subconscious mind will start to engage and connect with this new version of yourself that is more confident, that is more loving, that is more appreciative of everything that you have received in your life so far. Another important thing when it comes to self love is understanding that negative feelings do not have to be suppressed. No matter what the feeling is, you don't want to run away from it, you want to accept it. So, let's say you realize you have a feeling of fear within you. Maybe you feel you're not worthy enough. Maybe you have anger within you. No matter what the emotion is, allow yourself to feel that emotion. Because when you allow yourself to feel that emotion, you send a message to your subconscious mind, it's safe to be yourself. It's okay to be yourself. You're allowed to feel this way. I understand how you feel. This is very important to reconnect with the inner child and to let the subconscious mind know that somebody is there that cares for it. So, this process of acknowledging your emotions is the first step of actually connecting at a deeper level with your inner child. The second step is after you acknowledge it, immediately remind yourself, but that's not how I want to feel. I don't want to feel this anger. Why should we spend our life in anger? I don't want to feel unworthy anymore. We don't need to feel this way anymore. I don't want to feel sad. There is no reason for me to continue to be sad today. And as you talk to your inner child about these feelings that you don't want to experience anymore, take a few deep breaths. Visualize yourself as a little boy or girl of 6 or 7 years of age. And as you think of your own childhood, as you imagine your own self at that age, smile and tell your inner child, together we can let this go. We can let this go. Start using the cleaning words, please let go. Please let go. As you do that, your inner child becomes more open enough to accept these ideas. Most importantly, you have made the inner child feel safe enough and not run away from its true identity, which is these very memories. So, as you accept a person, you allow the person to release whatever blockages they have. When you start talking to someone and you ask them what the problem is, they will slowly start feeling safe enough to talk to you. It's the same with the subconscious mind. As you spend time in silence, as you recall your own childhood, as you allow your subconscious mind to give you these feelings, the subconscious mind feels wanted. Subconscious mind feels loved. And so it feels safe enough to keep on releasing whatever it's been holding on for years. Slowly, the subconscious mind also starts to release these energies, these memories one by one. So, the cleaning words, please let go, are actually wonderful words to, instead of applying pressure to the subconscious mind, simply convincing it that you deserve a better life together. These healing words, slowly, when spoken on a daily basis, will allow you to understand how your inner child is operating and what deeper emotions it is dealing with. Remember, if you're feeling angry today, if you're upset or you're hurt for some reason, it is double the effect of these emotions going on within your subconscious mind. So you don't want to allow your subconscious mind to continue to feel this way. Imagine your inner child playing with a broken toy. This toy that is so harmful for the child, yet the child is attached to this toy. It's not willing to let go of this toy. As a mother, you want to replace this toy with another beautiful toy that will help the inner child to actually experience more fun, more joy, and happiness in life. How do you do that? How do you replace old memories, old feelings of lack and fear with new feelings of joy and peace? You can do that by, first of all, letting your inner child release these emotions one by one without forcing the child and letting the child know, I understand how you feel, but we don't need to hold on to this anymore. Please let go. These soothing words will help the child understand the importance of releasing this negative energy and negative feelings. Another wonderful exercise that can help you connect at a deeper level with your subconscious mind is taking a small mirror. Hold a small mirror in your hand, look into your own eyes, and smile at yourself. Believe it or not, your eyes are doorways to your soul. Your soul is your subconscious mind that is carrying memories of the past. As you look at yourself, give your subconscious mind a smile and say the words, I love you unconditionally for everything. Automatically, the child feels that here is where the child has missed all that love for years. Here is where it wants to come back. Here is where it feels it will be wanted, accepted, appreciated. And so, there is a sense of well being that is generated inside your mind and body as you tell yourself that you love yourself unconditionally. No matter how good the relationship in your life is. But somewhere we are all aware that there could be certain conditions and expectations attached. But you don't want to have your inner child also feel this way. You want to let your inner child know that it's accepted and loved unconditionally. How good you will feel when somebody tells you, I accept you the way you are. I love you unconditionally. Always remember that. Won't you feel good? Won't you feel safe? Won't you feel loved to that extent that everything will seem beautiful for you? It's the same way for the inner child. Let the inner child get that feeling that it's loved unconditionally. And the best way to do that is to come in front of a mirror, smile at yourself, and use the words, I love you unconditionally. Another simple way to let the inner child feel good from within and also to allow yourself to release these emotions one by one is to choose a statement on self love. For example, I am loving, accepting, and appreciating myself wholeheartedly. I value and respect myself. I deserve all the good things that I desire. Choose any one of these statements, preferably the first one, which speaks of loving, appreciating, and even acknowledging your own self. You see, when you use a statement like, I love, appreciate, and accept myself wholeheartedly, and you start writing this particular statement on a daily basis, immediately you see writing will help form many new connections inside the brain. In fact, if you're struggling to manifest something in your life, I would suggest, in addition to your goal statements, start using a statement for self love because self love is the key to your desired manifestation. So, this particular statement, I love, appreciate, and accept myself wholeheartedly can be used by you every day, twice a day. First thing in the morning when you wake up, even before you sleep at night. Even if you write this statement for 8 to 10 times twice a day, you will realize as you're writing, you start feeling better. In fact, when you're writing a statement on self love, most of the times you will realize you're thoughtless. Because self love is such a beautiful emotion, and it's something that the inner child connects with so deeply that it will not give you counter thoughts or negative thoughts and feelings as you are engaging with this particular statement. So, this statement would be very, very helpful for you. Another thing which can help you heal your inner child at a deeper level is by simply talking to yourself the way you would have wanted your parents or maybe people around you in your childhood to talk to you. Now, whenever I make my clients and students undergo a meditation, whenever I take them to their past, one of the first things that they come up with is wish we had heard that we were loved more. Wish somebody had told us that they trusted us. Well, if that's the case with you as well, I would suggest start doing this tool and practice on a daily basis. Close your eyes, take a few deep breaths. Imagine your inner child. Or for this exercise, you could also keep a childhood picture of yours with you. Hold the picture in front of you, look at this picture, and simply start telling yourself all the things you would have wanted to hear more of as a child. Some of them are I love you, I trust you, I believe in you, I understand you, I know how you feel. I am there for you. I promise I'm always going to be there for you. No matter what, remember you are accepted and loved. These little statements will not only help you feel good about yourself, most importantly, they're letting your inner child know it's not too late to connect with each other. That this mother, you at the conscious level, is still wanting to make amends with the inner child. And whenever a child receives these beautiful statements from the mother, the child will feel close enough to the mother. The child will want to again come to the mother, talk to the mother, cuddle the mother, and feel safe with the mother. That's what you want to do to your inner child. So use some of these empowering statements. In fact, you could go back to your own childhood and think of what you wanted to hear more of. Maybe you wanted to hear that you're beautiful. Maybe you wanted to hear that you're supported no matter what. Say these words, use these statements for your inner child as you look at your childhood photo or even as you imagine your younger self in your mind. These simple exercises can go a long way in helping you understand yourself, appreciate yourself, value yourself, most importantly, heal yourself. Because any kind of healing you want, whether it's in health, relationships, or even the money area, is not going to be possible without developing more love for yourself. Remember, the world is a reflection of your innermost feelings, but innermost feelings that you are holding for yourself. As you understand this and start working towards changing this, towards raising your quotient of self love, sky will be the limit for you. You will achieve extraordinary success. And not only will you enjoy this success, you will also do a lot of good in the world. You will also help others around you because you will feel so good from within. Life is beautiful. And when you love yourself, it truly becomes magical as well. Here's wishing you all the very best. If you enjoyed this video, stay connected with me on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to this channel and also don't forget to view my self-love playlist. There is lots of information on self-love. There are beautiful meditations that I'm sure you will enjoy. Wishing you all the very best. Namaste.